Alright you lot, happy Saturday afternoon. Let's have a look at some comments. I haven't read any of them yet, so let's have a look at some comments and see if you've asked any questions on the last video that I did. By the way, we're on 1,562 subscribers, so thanks very much all you lot, really appreciate it. Alright, let's see what the first one we got. Why is that? I don't know, Strangers app, sometimes it fades them out, and that usually means you've read them, but I haven't clicked on any of them yet, so let's see what we got here. First responder roadside, 5 minutes ago, bloody hell. We can do it? Question marks, weird. You keep making all these honest and original videos and you will have no problem reaching your subscriber goal. People are awesome, and you're one of those people, my friend. I subscribed before I hit the thumbs up. Lol. Cheers, Mr. First Response Roadside. Going by your picture there, I'd say you're American because you got looks like an American truck there. Very nice. Thank you very much. Right. I'm going to have to read all these comments, but I'm predominantly looking for ones on the other video. Awesome. Great job. Oh, thank you. 10 minutes ago. Bloody hell, you like commenting, dude. Thanks very much. What else we got here? Got your back, my friend. I've watched enough of your vids to know you're legit. Good thing for great following on YouTube. Was it? Good thing for a great... Yeah. Oh, well, thank you very much then, Mr. First Responder Roadside. Right, now, let's see. Have we got any questions on that video? Sam Medriois. Well, I don't know how you pronounce that. Sorry if I butchered it. My first T15 engine, I put in my rush, ran for over 10 years... Put 20 gallons of fuel through it. Yeah, but are you American? Because different gallons if you're American, aren't you? Through it. Never use a heat gun. Never used after on oil. And barely cleaned air filter. And finally not the top end went. Well, what went if the top end didn't go then? It still ran, but the bearing in the crankcase started pissing fuel like no tomorrow. Ah, fair play, the bearing went. Fair enough, you mean the seal. Very nice. I still have the engine and guarantee it would fire up today after sitting for years and years. Yeah, it probably would there, dude. I never use after run oil either. No point. So what else we got? Oh, the same person. Like the X-pattern tyres you put on the back, they are coming harder to find. I'm glad I got 10 sets. Oi, you tit, Sam. Sell me a couple of sets, will you please? Because these ones are nearly new, but I want to use it with these tyres. And I want some good ones to put on, you know, for when it's to make it look nice. And I want some other ones to wear out. So if you've got some nice sets, Sam, and you want to sell me a couple of sets, I'll get, and they're good ones. I'll wear these ones out and put good ones on it. Come on, Sam. Reply. Tell me if you want to sell me a couple of sets. Raymond Watt. Contest. Damn, I'm not on any of those sites. I could sure use that starter kit. Good God, Raymond. Bloody hell, that was a year or two ago, wasn't it, that competition? My giddy aunt. Right, Charles McGee. Why am I oh, you know what? This is going to turn into a comment reading video. I want predominantly ones asking about questions, but you know, let's read them all. Now I'm here. Let's have a look. If you don't want to buy rechargeable batteries for your radio stuff and you're sick of leaking batteries, switch to lithium AA batteries. They cost a tick more, that I think it means than Duracell type batteries, but well worth it. Lithium AA or AAA batteries will never leak. Nice little engine after a bit of work. Get that rush going. It's going. Is that the same one? I don't know. It might be on the other one. HPI is just too easy and parts are everywhere. Yeah, they probably are, mate, yeah. I've got loads of rechargeable, but they're all Duracell ones. I like Duracell. What else we got here? Oh, same person again. Traxxas will help this guy. They do have all the parts for a proper rebuild. It sounded like it was going to go at first. It likely was never broken in right. And possibly there, Charles McGee, quite possibly. The Traxxas, yeah, this must be the one that they got off that bloke at work. Well, I'm looking at it for him. Yeah. Well, I never done it because he turned out to be a bit of a strange chap. He's a very strange chap. So I'll steer clear of him now. But yeah, apparently he rang up Traxxas and they said it's only an American thing and they don't have engine warranties or anything. But you can probably get parts for it anyway. Yeah. What's your Instagram? Because I heard you mention it to follow on there. So, yep, I've already told that Nitro Mike, yep. Tim, I've read these ones, I've replied to them as well, but let's read them out. So, coming from your experience, the Savage is a beast that just doesn't break, except for the small replaceable parts, under the conditions you have driven it. Yep, the Savage there, my friend, is a bloody fantastic truck. You know, it goes through everything. You get the odd bits that do break here and there, but if you're like me, you don't repair broken parts unless it means it can't actually work, and then you can repair it. But, you know, yeah, the Savage was a great truck. It's a shame that they don't make them like they used to. Steve the Farmer, I am asking, can you upgrade your Nitro engine from stock to bigger engine? What video is this on? Oh, it's on this one. Now, Mr. Steve the Farmer, I'm assuming that you're asking, can anybody do it in general? Or not just telling me, can I do it, because you want to see it. If you're asking, can you do it in general? Yeah, of course you can. You can do whatever you want. You know, as long as it fits within the gap that the engine is designed to fit in, you can put any engine on it you want. But you've got to factor in several different factors. You know, think about. There's several things you need to think about when you're putting in a bigger engine. Alright, if it will fit, fantastic, but how much more power has it got? Can the gearbox, can the diff, can the drivetrain itself handle that extra power? Because you might find yourself stripping gears in gearboxes if you've got too much power. So you need to do some research from other people who have done that, other people have put that particular engine in it or something, or you just need to do it and just experiment for yourself and find out whether it will work or it won't. But if the engine doesn't fit, you can always make it fit. You can make up an engine mount, you can drill extra holes, you can do anything. You can put any engine in a Nitro car you want to put in there, my friend. If you want to change the engine, just change it. Yeah, you get some bigger engines that will fit in, some won't. Like I say, you have to make them fit. But it depends how much you care about your gearbox. If you don't care too much, just put it in and see what happens. If it strips a gear, put a different gearbox in. If it don't strip a gear, fantastic. Change the engine, put a bigger one in, mate. So, where are we now? Stack. Lol, that Cody... Oh, okay. This is just... Oh, I think I've already read this one, actually. Is an absolute tool. This isn't the first bad message you got from the loser. Obviously, he does nothing but criticise you, and I'm sure I've seen someone else read a bad review he gave them also. Hey, Cody, you loser. I have read this, yeah. If you don't like Hagar's videos, then why the FK are you always watching him then? You know, he goes on and on and on. Look, it's bloody brilliant, man. I like long comments on it. Yeah, so that's you know, is what it is. You know, haters are good. Haters are alright. I tell you why haters are good for anybody on any channel, because what they do is they for some reason they don't like a particular person or a particular video or something like that. So they go on the channel and they watch every single video and they comment on that but that all counts. That's an extra couple of comments. That's an extra views. So it all works out good in the end. Plus, it gives you a good thing to make an entertaining video. Oh, the next wanker. Oh, fair enough. Oh dear. Give up, Frenchie. Whatever the hell you are. I am indeed French, yeah. I bet a lot of you didn't know that. Neither did I. Because I'm not. But there you go. Right. David Chapman. Can you add Red X? It was just a fault. Yeah, I reckon we should try that. Adding a bit of Red X into a Nitro engine. No, David Chapman, I don't think that will work. But it would be good if it did. Right. Oh, these are getting old now. These are all comments. Oh no, why won't it go anymore? Oh no. I have the trouble with these. A small O-ring on the slow needle leaks fuel, causing this type of symptom. This is a T15, right? The T30 is one you should get your hands on. No, thank you, Charles. HPI actually swapped these out to customers at no charge due to symptoms you are having. Well, whatever. You are very good at this. Showing the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sounds nice now. This car will soon be on the road. It will. It is on the road. Look, there it is. Hello. Yeah, I don't want a T30. Was it a T30? I can't remember now. Well, the one that I did want, the other engine that I wanted, I ordered from that shop, that Nitro RC shop. It was going to be an exact replacement. The engine mounting and everything was exactly the same, and it would have bolted straight in. And I wanted that one. There's a bit of a bigger engine as well. They didn't have that, so they were going to, without telling me, send me a smaller engine. I can't remember what it was, but it was a smaller version, and it had a different engine mount. So they were going to make me a bloody engine mount and send it with it. I said, dude, I don't want you to make me an engine mount. I want that specific engine. That's why I ordered it. I wouldn't have minded if you would have contacted me and said, we haven't got that one, but we got this one, so we can make you a mount and make it fit. And I would have probably weighed it up and may have gone for it. But the fact that they just done it without telling me, and yeah, I didn't like that, so that's why I didn't get it. So I stuck with the T15. Right, the last comment that this app will let me read, it won't let me go anymore, was on that video that I'm asking about. Do you need to put fail-safes? Oh, I've already replied to it. Yeah, 100% if you run an AM. So, fail-safes. Let's talk a little bit about fail-safes. Here's a fail-safe. Also, that's a fail-safe. That's exactly the same fail-safe as what's in here. That's also a fail-safe. That's the better type that I prefer. They don't make them like they used to anymore, but this is the same design and make and everything as the ones I used to use back in the old day. And there's just another one. I keep a couple of spares because fail-safes are getting hard to get hold of these days, because everyone's going over to 2.4 gigahertz and all that crap. So, fail-safe. The way a fail-safe works, for those of you, some people do get very, very confused on how these work. A fail-safe, you only need it if you're running AM radio gear. Simple as that. 27 megahertz. Or any other AM, you know, you can get different types, can't you? Yeah, but we'll keep it simple for you lot. AM. If you're running 2.4 gigahertz, you don't need a fail-safe because it's all built into the receiver. It's all built into the radio gear as it is. But with AM, it's not built in. So what will happen is, if you pick up a different signal from, it could be from anything. It could be, in the old days, it would be taxis because they used CB radio. And CB radio is on the 27 megahertz band, which is the same band as what the AM gear worked. You could get 40 megahertz, I think, but you can get, it was all on 27. These were on 27 megahertz. So I could very simply go onto my CB radio, which I've got in the other room. I could, if I wanted to, I could transmit on this, and I could find the transmission on the radio, and I could listen to it. It just sounds a bit like a load of gobbledygooky noise, but I can do that. Also, if I wanted to, I could go on my radio. I could find the frequency what this is on, which I would know by looking at the crystal, or I could just find it. And if I transmit, it will make my car do funny things. You won't be able to steer it, you won't be able to do anything you want it to do, but it will make it shoot off, it will make the steering go, you know, it will go funny, because it's picking up that transmission. So fail-safes, what they do is you plug them in between the radio gear and the switch, so you get power going to it, and if it picks up like another signal, For one, alright, we'll start for one. If it picks up a signal which isn't on the frequency that it's already locked onto, which was from the transmitter, it will go into red and it will stop. And what it will do is, some of them you have to set up, some of them you don't. But most of them you do have to set up. It will put the brakes on, and it will keep the brakes on. Yeah, so you can't, nothing will happen, it will just put the brakes on. And a little red light will come on, most of the time. So, and that'll happen until it gets out of that, wherever it is interfering, it will stop it, because you don't want it running away. And the other thing it will do, if it loses your transmission, so your receiver, your transmitter runs out of battery or something like that, or you get out of range, and it loses a signal, it will then put the brakes on. It won't stop the engine. It's got nothing to do with the engine whatsoever. Okay, there's no electrics on Nitro engines whatsoever. All it does is put the brakes on with the servos, with a servo. So it protects you in that way, in case you get out of range or you run out of battery or something like that. Also what it does, if your receiver pack is running out of power, it gets to a certain voltage point, which I don't know what it is, but it gets to a certain voltage point and it'll cut it off, it'll put the brakes on and it won't let you do nothing. If you haven't got a failsafe, as I've already explained, if it picks up another signal, it will shoot off and do whatever. If you run out of battery on your transmitter, it will probably shoot off because it will just, the servo will just relax and it will just do whatever it was doing last, which may have been full throttle, I don't know. And if you get out of range, you know, it's just going to shoot off. The throttle servo is just going to be wide open, more than likely. Not always. Sometimes it will stay there on tick over. Sometimes it will just go half throttle. Whatever it was doing last, it will stay there. Unless you've got a spring to ping it back, which I do have on the Savage, not on this. You can put a spring there. And as long as the spring's enough to overpower the servo, when it's in relaxed state, you're alright. But that's a different story. And also, if you run out of battery on your receiver pack there, you know, again, it's just going to stay full throttle more than likely, because you're always on full throttle, aren't you? And it's just going to shoot off. So a failsafe protects you against that. So if you're running AM radio gear, you need a failsafe, really. Right, before we go then, let's quickly do these because I keep forgetting. People ask for shout outs and I always forget. So we got one here, look. Ollie Lane, there's a shout out. There's his Instagram because that's how he contacted me on Instagram, see. Alright, so there's a shout out to you there, dude. There's another one here somewhere. Another one who wanted a shout out, ks.dc Nitro. Production servers apparently. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Dude, you got a spelling mistake. That should be our. O-U-R. Bloody hell, man. KSDC Nitro, and check out the new website. Yep, there we go. New website? Bloody, what you got a website for? Anyway, there you go. Shout outs done. Why don't you go and, I don't know, if you see anyone commenting on my videos, why not give them people a click and go and have a look at their channels? You know, that's what I do. If I see someone commenting on my video or anyone else's video, I just click on them and just have a look through their channel. You know, that's how you find people you want to watch, really. You know, if you don't look about, you don't know who you want to watch, do you? You know? I'm pretty sure there was more comments actually, but for some reason that app's only showing me all them ones I've just read. So anyway, any more questions about any Nitro car, anything you want to do, just ask the question. And I really want to try and help some of you, like especially like I said, the new one. That's the one thing. Someone was saying about their. I saw someone on a video the other day. I know who they are, but I'm not sure if I should mention it because I don't want them to get annoyed the fact that I'm picking this up. But they were going on about people were calling them newbies, as they are. I think that's the modern phrase, isn't it? A newbie. I wasn't really anything like that when I was growing up, but yeah. And they were getting quite disgruntled over it. Well, don't worry about it. Everybody's new. Everybody's green. You know. There's always stuff you can learn from people. So don't ever take offence if someone tries to give you advice and you already know what they're telling you, because they don't know that you already know it. And also, not to mention the fact that you may end up learning something. If you just dismiss everything that everyone tells you, you're never going to learn much, really. You need to just listen to people, you know. I don't really like that when people go, oh, I know that, I already know that, oh, no, I know that, stop telling me stuff. Well, you know, that's a sign that you're not willing to learn and listen to people. But anyway, yeah, so, any more questions, let me know. And we'll make another video. We'll keep going on this. I want to clear a lot of things up for newcomers to the hobby, especially Nitro, because people get very frustrated with Nitro and they throw the whole thing away and say, I've had enough because it's too hard. It ain't bloody hard. What I'm going to do next, actually, I've been planning to do this for a while, actually, but I just haven't been bothered to do it. I'm going to prove to you lot how easy it is to literally just start up a Nitro car. As simple as that. You ain't got to worry about fanning around with all the stuff. While I'm uploading videos, when I'm waiting for it to upload, I skip around on the Nitro side or the RC side of YouTube, and I come across quite a few people that make videos aimed at helping new people start up or get into Nitro RC, but they seem to overcomplicate everything for some reason or another. I don't know, you know, one young kid there, where he had his car on the ground, and you need this, you need a temperature gun, you need this, you need after-on oil, you need this, you need some spare glow plugs, you need this and that. You fucking well don't, I tell you. All you need to start up a bloody nitro engine is a bit of fuel and a glow starter, and poof, away it goes. And I'm going to prove it to you. Like, you don't need none of that crap, especially if you're a beginner. Because when you're telling a beginner that, someone who's just bought a nitro car, they're thinking, oh my god, I need all this stuff, and I've got to worry about all this stuff, and I've got to check all that and do all this, and you ain't got to do none of it. It gets to me when people do that, overcomplicate stuff. You need to tell them that you get someone that's new in something, you get them going as basic as possible, and then you start introducing them and telling them there's also this that you can think about, and you may want to check this every now and again, and things like that. But anyway, that's enough crap fucking waffling on. So I'll catch you later, you lot. Take care, and yeah, be good.